next week.
Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to episode 4, where it's just the beginning of day 2.
Hey dude, did we mention this was a year-long adventure?
Yeah.
It happens in real time.
You know when I said this was an epilogue? This epilogue actually lasts for like 6 months, so get ready.
Oh my god. Well, I can do the quick recap of this one, because it may or may not have happened 5 seconds ago.
It's okay, I already don't remember it.
We took Samicus to a house. We got her some clothes. She found a mysterious door. We were like, you gotta get the fuck out of here. Lily's coming. Because Lily was all fucking mad at us and everyone blocked her because she was being a little crazy. And then she's overreacting just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And so then Sammy saw Lily and Sammy was like, wow, I've learned how to love. I understand the human connection now. And then fucking Atticus like popped back out for a second, drawn out by the power of her lesbian lover.
Her wife?
Yeah, that's what I said, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And Atticus was like, don't fucking trust Sammy. And then Sammy was like, oh, my lesbian lover drew Atticus back out of me. And then
stuffed the gay down and was like, back.
And Sammy was like, I gotta turn to dust and fly to town. Deuces! And then she turned to dust and flew to town. And Anderson was like, this fucking sucks. Phoebe, please take me home. And Phoebe was like, yeah, I got you. Anderson got some fun new shoes that were made of broccoli cheddar bowl. Collapsed, like, basically the second he got back into the house. Oh, and also Sammy was, like, camped out on fucking Atticus and Lily's roof. And we were just like, we don't have time for this. We don't fucking have time for this. So we left and ignored that whole thing. And then Phoebe stole a couch so that her brother and Suze could... Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to leave now? I'm sorry. Do you want to leave now, Kaya? Is that...
Kaya says, I've been trapped
out of here.
I've been trapped in here for a week, father.
Goodbye, my child. He'll be back this episode.
She'll be back several times.
And so anyway, then Phoebe stole a couch, and now we're going to a funeral.
It's the next morning. How did everyone sleep?
Bad.
Awful.
Like medium.
Medium.
You know the story. You know the story about the princess and the pea, where she like can't sleep because there's a pea under her mattress.
Yeah.
Well, imagine there's a brother pea under your mattress.
Yeah, at some point he like gets up from like, you know how the bed will come up off the floor and there's that little space like under the bed and the floor where it's, you know, you can't actually feel anything. He gets out from under there and then crawls under the mattress because he got really cold. And that's when you started sleeping shittily.
Oh my god, I can't.
He said under the bed? No. I'm
Under-
tucking into the mattress. Screw.
You
You ever slept on a box spring? Yo, check this shit out.
I'm gonna sleep on my brother spring. So yeah, Phoebe, you wake up the next morning. Suze is just still on the couch. Your brother is sticking out halfway from underneath your bed. He's still passed out though. He's still going strong. And it is about 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
What did I say?
Griffin said, I'm about to make bunk beds the worst experience ever.
Griffin-
I'm downgrading them.
Griffin said,
We're taking away all of the bunk and just the bed.
just the bed.
We're taking away the bunk factor, and we're making this a two-person bed, but not in the same bed. It's layered.
Griffin is
No bunk, all bed.
100% bed. Yeah, no, Griffin is still like hard passed out.
She sits up on the bed, and then she like kind of like flails around a bit to like squish Griffin a little bit.
Great, you like bounce around a whole bunch.
Yeah.
And you probably accidentally squished something you didn't mean to because you hear him go, oh, oh, oh.
And she like
All his
stretches.
organs.
She's like, she like stretches her arms. Max, you have a visitor again.
She laid down this time.
Nice. Damn, I wish I had a visitor. Anyway,
Yeah, Griffin rolls out and like falls out from underneath the mattress onto the floor and just groans, which wakes Suze up, and she sits up and she goes, "Oh, good morning. What are you doing? And Griffin's just groaning on the floor.
I think, yeah, no, I did that on purpose. I like jumped around a bunch because he was under the mattress.
That's weird. Griff, what were you doing? And Griffin is just like, I was cold.
There's blankets, you fool.
He's like, ugh. And he starts just crawling underneath the bed. his like feet are sticking out, but he's under there.
There he goes again. Should we like? Okay, listen. We should probably get filled in on what's happening here. We should like go get coffee and like meet up with everybody.
Okay. And she starts digging around in her bag. Cornelius, how's your house looking this morning?
Probably exactly the same as it was last night. Except the children are definitely up early because, you know, excitement in the middle of the night. Who's gonna have a normal night of sleep and then stay asleep and then not them?
Not them. Yeah, Zan is you hear Zan zanning around sometime around 6:30 in the morning.
Of course.
Yo, this dude is just zanning around all over the house.
There he goes zanning again.
There he goes zanning again. I get up because that's the like time Cornelius gets up at on like an average basis.
Zan is Nancy like does not get up. She's like, I'm just gonna goes back to sleep. And you hear Harriet doing something in her room, but Zan is downstairs banging around the kitchen.
All right. I peek into Zan and Harriet's room and I'm like, morning. I'm gonna go make breakfast. It'll be ready in a little bit.
Oh, good morning, Daddy. She's like making her bed. Zan's bed is a tornado mess. Looks like he was literally rolling around in it.
He pulled a Phoebe and was flailing around.
Yeah, it's like, you know that like when you like move around a lot in your sleep and you like undo the covers and they're like all everywhere. Yeah, that's what his bed looks like.
The whole bed.
Mm-hmm. It's like half on the floor, like he fell out of it, and Harriet's just making hers. You hear like whatever's happening in the kitchen just gets louder.
All right, well, here I go downstairs to see what's happening.
You get downstairs and you see your 11-year-old son trying to make waffles. And you know he's making waffles because he's pulled the waffle iron out, but he has set it up on the floor, and so far it looks like he has missed every single time he has dipped his scoop into the bowl and dumped it because there is a puddle of waffles surrounding the maker, but none in it. And he turns and he goes, oh, good morning, Dad. I was just making breakfast really fast. And then I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna head out.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, you missed. Good effort. I appreciate it. I'm gonna set this up on the counter instead of the floor. Don't mind me.
I can't reach it if you put it. And he's like, I can't reach it.
Get the step stool. What the heck? I got this thing for you. And I go over to the wall and pull a little folding step stool down.
How short is this child?
He's like, I want to say like, he's actually really short for an 11-year-old. I want to say he's like 4'8". His sister is like 5'2". Like she's starting to get like tall. I think girls actually do hit puberty first. So he's like still a short little child man, and his twin sister is like getting a little bit bigger. And so he's now been like
the house should be perfect for him because it's over 100 years old, and people were so fucking short when they made houses 100 years ago.
He looks upset. He's like, Harriet doesn't use that. I don't need it.
What the heck, dude?
Dad,
clean up the floor.
Okay.
Clean up your...
He's like wiping it. He's like grabbing like scoopfuls of puddle and dumping into the sink.
Get a paper towel. What the heck? Come on.
This is your morning for the next hour. As you make a real breakfast, your son eventually does clean up the floor. Nancy wanders down. He's still trying to clean. She sees this and she goes, yeah. And pours herself a big old cup of coffee.
Yeah.
My Joe.
When Harriet comes down, you guys have a nice breakfast together. And by now it's around the same time as Phoebe, like around 8:30 or so. And we'll pause there and we'll cut over to Anderson's house. How was your night, Anderson?
Oh, I don't think he slept a wink.
No. On top of what's happening, you have a 2-month-old infant and now 2 twin newborns also in your house. There's a lot of crying in the night.
So Anderson gets up at like 6:30. Mm-hmm. There's screaming children. So he gets up and he immediately puts on his suit. He's like, I'm not putting on clothes when I gotta put on this suit. I'm just gonna start with the suit, and that's gonna be that until after the funeral. Mm-hmm. Then he goes into the kitchen, and he fills up his coffee pot with water, pours it in, starts the brewing process, and puts the fucking pot itself back into the sink. He just stares as coffee starts to pour out of the fucking maker onto the ground. It takes him a minute before he puts the pot back where it needs to go. He's just staring at it. It's the damnedest thing. That's his morning.
Yeah, he's having a time. While this is happening, Rose wanders down holding Bee, who is crying, and she unceremoniously hands her off and goes, can you burp her? I gotta go. And she goes back upstairs as you're now trying to burp Bee. Boo runs down.
Bee in the sink. Very temporarily, so I can grab the coffee. I look back at the baby. I'm like, oh shit. And I pick Bee back up to actually burp her.
She's so wet now. Like, everything is soaked. The sink was very wet and kind of smells like coffee. It wasn't hot, thankfully. Like, nothing in the sink was hot. But now you've got a wet, coffee-smelling child who
He's
throws up
definitely going to tell
all
Rose
over
she
you.
had an accident.
Yeah, she throws up all over your shoulder. You didn't put a burp cloth down.
Oh my god, the suit!
As this happens, Boo runs by and he goes, "Hi, good morning, Dad."
Hey, bud!
Do you need a towel?
Yeah!
I'll go get it. And he disappears.
Wet it first. I call after him as he's gone.
Lily and Rose now both come down with the twins. Lily also looks like she hasn't really slept at all. She is just staring off into space, gives you a nod, and then stares at your coffee pot.
Yeah, I give Lily a nod and also stare at my coffee pot. And I also take the child and I give back to Rose and I say, she had an accident.
Rosa shifts the baby, the one baby she's holding, and so on the other hand, grabs the other baby, gives her a sniff, and she goes, "Did she pee coffee?"
You know, I don't know. And I pour all the fucking coffee in the world.
Boo shows up with a very dry towel for you, and he goes, "Here you go, Dad."
Thanks, bud. And I take it and I wet it under the sink.
Great. If you want to roll luck, we can see how much baby goo gets out of your suit.
That's funny you mentioned, because I have lived here for over a week and I have not taken my dice out.
Max.
I know.
Here, I'll roll them for you.
No, they're gonna be my dice.
I was
Google
gonna say,
is the thing. Wait a second. Wait.
I was gonna say there is if the box is still where I left it, there's a box over on the table to the side that has 3 dice sitting in them.
I needed a 45 to pass, and I got a 47.
Okay.
Oh, well, you see, what you should have done is taken the dice that I rolled, because I got a crit.
Here's what happens. You go to, wipe it off, but it slid down your back. And you're like,
oh.
So, Lily turns to you, Anderson, she's like, I got it. And here, and she shifts the baby to one hand, grabs the cloth with the other, and she's turn around, I'll get it. And you feel scrubbing, and she goes, "Oh." And you hear Rose go, "Oh no."
What? No. What? No.
And she goes, I'm real sorry. This is, and she holds up the thing and she's like, "You wet it with coffee?" I just rubbed coffee and baby vomit all into your jacket. And it's stained. And it... Ooh.
Anderson is... Sorry, my mouth is open, but I realize we're still doing an audio medium in part. So Anderson is just sitting there slack-jawed. He tries to speak and it's just and then he finally collects himself and he slowly takes off the suit jacket. And he says, "This funeral is just gonna be more of a business casual type thing, I think."
Lily gives you a thumbs up, and Rose just nods, and she goes, You look great.
I'm gonna be the biggest fucking asshole at this funeral, and I go get ready for the rest of it.
Lily, as you walk by, gives you a warm pat. She goes, "You're usually an asshole. If that makes you feel better."
It doesn't. And I exit stage left.
Great. Phoebe, do you text the others that you want to meet up for coffee?
Sorry, those pretzels were real dry. they're Aldi's pretzels. They're real good though. Shout out to Aldi's. Aldi's nuts.
Aldi's nuts.
Anyway. Yeah, she like makes a giant group chat with everybody, excluding Cornelius's phone.
Okay.
Because she does not want Sammy to show up for coffee. That would not be good.
No.
So she texts everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, hey, should we like meet up for coffee?
For the funeral?
But also like my brother showed up last night and Sue's. And like, yeah, let's get funeral coffee. And also like fill them in on what the fuck is going on, because I can't do it. I can't explain this anymore. All of that is in one text.
Okay, where are we meeting?
There was like 3 dots pop up, and then they go away, and then they pop up again for about 5 minutes, and then they go away, and then about 5 minutes later, just says blunk.
Blunk.
All right, Anderson grabs the keys to the wrong car, goes out to his car, tries to unlock it, goes back in, swaps keys, and then drives to Blunk.
As you're driving, Anderson, you get a text on your phone from Rose. Do you read it while you're driving, or do you wait?
Oh, Anderson is exhausted. He's reading it while he's driving.
Great.
Don't do that, by the way. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Public announcement. Don't follow in the footsteps of Anderson Rivers, who texts and drives.
Local idiot Anderson Rivers performs idiot actions. Your texts read, by the way, I gotta go to work. I called the babysitter for Boo, but Lily will be here too. Just I won't.
I text back with one hand. Francois got this. Love you, and send it. Francois is also the babysitter.
She gets she waits like a good 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and you get back, love you too, and then we need to talk about our babysitter, and that's it.
Anderson shakes his head. She's so ridiculous.
And Cornelius, Nancy gives you a tap, and she goes, I just got a text message from Phoebe that you are going to meet them at the Blunkenford funeral coffee. I'm not taking the kids to this funeral. We've never met that old lady.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You said Blunken?
She specifically said Blunk.
Okay. I'm gonna assume that that's the usual Blunk that we go to.
Another text comes in and it says, don't worry, the usual Blunk.
Nancy shows that to you and she goes, yes, you're correct. It is the usual Blunk.
Excellent,
and
excellent.
Zan pulls in your shirt and he's like, can I come with you, Dad? Where are you going?
I'm going to a funeral.
He leaves.
Yeah,
Pulls
that's
a
what
Yui
I.
and leaves.
He's like, yo, can I come? Is it gonna be fun? I'm like, no, it's gonna be a bunch of old people being sad. He's like,
Ugh.
I don't want to go to that.
I don't want to go. And he fucking runs out the house. He's already in a mud puddle outside. And Harriet is also out there with him.
Excellent. Okay. Well, I guess I'll see you later. Love you. If anything stupid happens, I'll try and let you know. But I guess I'll see you later because I have to go to Blunk for pre-funeral coffee.
Ooh, have fun, sweetheart. She gives you a kiss and she goes, I love you.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Tell Sammy if you see them to not come back to this fucking house or I'll kick their ass.
Yeah, they said there was some gross demon shit in the basement, but you know, like what the fuck ever.
There's
The whole town is
gross
like that.
demon shit in this entire town.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dumb.
And I leave.
All right, you guys.
Beth, does this episode have a name?
Not yet.
Yeah, it's episode.
Can it be pre-funeral coffee?
Probably. I'll write that down. Let me actually flip the script to my funeral page. Yeah, next day, funeral.
Let me flip my funeral page.
Coffee. Okay. So you guys meet up at the Blunk after, unsafe driving practices on some of your parts. And it is, it's pretty busy. There's actually a lot of people at the Blunk, and a lot of people also seem to be dressed in, like, vaguely formal, business casual attire, like a whole lot of them.
Anderson, like, gets out of the car, and, like, kind of pokes his head in. He's like, hey, I don't think he says anything because he's too awkward, but he's definitely noticing all of the other suit people, and he's wondering what their purpose is, but he's not gonna ask anything.
The other
Phoebe,
the other two people stare at you. Phoebe, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Phoebe like loudly walks into the Blunk and she's like, "Is there like a suit convention or something? SuitCon 2030?
This lady in a
What year is it?"
This lady in a long black dress turns to you, Phoebe, and she goes, "Oh, hey, you're Phoebe Ballo, the author. Oh my God, it's an honor to meet you. Can you sign my arm? I'm going to a funeral right after this.
Oh, wow.
Can you sign my arm?"
Hey, is that Phoebe the author?
Oh, she like grabs a straw and she like pretends to sign her arm.
The woman goes, "I'll never wash it again."
Oh, and she like gives the woman the straw and walks away.
The woman goes, and leaves with it. And then a bunch of people are like, "Hey, are you that author that wrote that book about this town?"
No, you know what's really funny? My name is BB. That's Phoebe.
Phoebe?
Yeah, I'm BB. I'm BB Babo.
BB, come over here, BB. I'm like
thank you.
calling and waving.
Yes, my
BB.
friend. My
Over
friend
here, BB.
the friend of BB is calling me. I must go.
BB.
And she heelies away.
Great, you heal me away, but you hear many people go, "I heard that PP wrote a book."
Oh my God, it's BB. God, this town sucks.
Great, congratulations, you made up for
Phoebe,
morning
wow, this
coffee.
town sucks. I would never write a book about this town. Walks away.
We have morning coffee.
You do. You fill in
That was a good one, Max. Morning coffee.
morning.
Oh, that's the episode description.
Morning coffee. Yes, you guys fill in Griffin and Suze, who are understandably perplexed, horrified, and then also more perplexed at the thought of what the fuck do you do from here on out.
Yeah.
Who fucking knows?
I'm just like really enjoying this coffee right now. This is
Anderson-
amazing.
Anderson has 5 Blenta black iced coffees.
We're not going to. Oh, never mind.
Are those?
We're not.
Those are all yours?
He's
you
like, who else would they be before?
Did you say BB? Phoebe like has flashbacks.
No, I didn't. Anyway, we don't know what we're gonna do because the shit.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
hit the nail right on the head with that one.
Yep. She just whenever we want to hang out, they just turn to dust and fly away, and I just can't deal with it anymore. I think I need therapy.
Suze is like, "Well, didn't you say she whatever it was like Sammy until Lily showed up, and then it was Atticus all of a sudden? I mean, do you think that if you, I don't know, overwhelm her enough, maybe it'll snap her out of it?"
Not permanently, and at that
Wait,
point, we're
I have
just
a
wasting
crazy
time.
idea. I have a crazy idea. Lily's staying at your house.
Yes.
What time is it?
It's like 9:30. You got about half an hour before you got to go to this funeral.
Fuck. Can I make it to your house and back for Blunken. How far is this Blunken from our homes?
About 10 minutes if you drive fast, 15 minutes if you drive the speed limit.
I'll be right back, says Cornelius, who gets up and leaves in a hurry.
You skedaddle.
Anderson stands up and he's like, well, it's been a pleasure, grabbing all of his iced coffees. I'm going to go sit in my car and think about my life. Am I carpooling with anyone? Is anyone coming with me to the funeral?
I brought my own car, so I mean, like, no, probably not. Yeah, I think you need a lot of room for your iced coffees too. You should probably buckle those in.
Yep, way ahead of you. So Anderson walks to his car, opens the door, puts the iced coffees in the passenger seat, buckles them for safety, and then just stares straight ahead at the wall.
Great. One of your iced coffees falls over.
Oh,
This man is having the worst life.
Before we do what Cornelius is doing, Griffin and Seuss turn to you, Phoebe, and they're like, "This is a lot." Griffin is like, "I don't really know how to help, other than to like try to be here emotionally for you." Or
my coffee.
Oh man.
Seuss is like, "I don't say this lightly, but you know, if you need us to go back to New York City again, I mean, I can try."
I mean, if it gets too dangerous and like her radioactive hot pockets start to like give off too much radioactivity, you guys should probably leave, but I mean, it's cool for right now. You're not like getting in the way.
Okay. Well, we'll be here floating around the hotel and this area if you need anything. I don't know what funeral you guys are going to, and don't really want to go, but if you need anything, you know, just give us a call, Phoebe.
Yeah, I don't know why I brought you to pre-funeral coffee. That was kind of silly. I'm a little goofball, sorry.
Griffin's like, no, it was nice, and it was nice to see your friends. And obviously it's really nice to know what the hell is happening right now. So, you know, whatever you need, we're here for you.
Yeah, and just also like maybe talk to the front desk and get the room next door because evidently they were holding out. So
That's a good point, Sue says, getting angrily. She goes, "Come on, Griff. We're going to go hardball." And Griff is like, "Yeah! Ow, my hand. Oh, yeah!" And they scoot out and leave. Cornelius, I'm assuming you drive fast? Fast boy?
Yeah.
You drive
Yeah.
fast boy. And
Like
you
responsible but fast.
you drive like those neighborhoods where you know it's really unsafe to be driving fast. You slow down, but every other road you're just like, and you make it to Anderson's house in pretty record time, about 10 minutes.
I am knocking on the door.
Great. You are knocking heavily on the door, and a French man opens it up, and he goes, "Bonjour." Bonjour.
Stop. I put my hand over his whole face and I push him out of the way as I.
He goes, "Wah!" You push him, and you walk inside, and Boo's in the living room, and he goes, "Oh, hi, Uncle Corn."
Hey, is your aunt Lily here?
Yeah, Aunt Lily's upstairs with the twins.
Okay. Is she up for the day? Do you know?
Yeah, she's awake. She's not good. I'm helping though.
Well, that's good. I'm gonna pop upstairs real quick. I can't stay long. Nice to see you. I ruffle his hair. I'll be right back. And I head upstairs.
Okay, you head upstairs, and you can kind of hear Lily like singing a little bit, like sadly and not very well, from inside what is probably Anderson's guest room.
Okay. I knock on the bedroom door.
Hello,
Hey, can I come in?
Cornelius. Oh, yeah, you can come in.
Sure, thank you. I come in, and I say, "This is gonna be a weird request. Can you put this on for me for a moment?" And he takes a necklace out of his shirt. It's got a ring on it.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Can you put this on for me for a moment?"
Okay. She puts the ring on and transforms into, I'm going to assume you,
She turns into me in a suit because I think that was the last thing that he probably had in storage.
Yeah, she
10 years ago?
Yeah, kept it on him, but like didn't use it for a while.
she like looks down and she goes, "What the fuck?"
Okay, all right, and then I take it off of her, and she turns back into her, and I say, "Okay, thank you. This is a magic ring. It turns the wearer into whatever the last person was that wore it, which was me, like 10 years ago in a suit, I guess.
Okay.
Thank you. I can now turn into you if we need to get Atticus for some reason.
Why is turning into me gonna help? I don't
know. Well, like last time when she saw you, she became her again. So anyways, I gotta go to a funeral. I'll see you later. We'll text you with any updates. I ruffle her hair and then I leave.
She's like, this is way too tired to really do anything else about it. So you shut the door behind you and you leave. As you're heading back down the stairs, the French guy is now blocking the door, and he goes, "Oh no, no one leaves. Miss Rivers was very clear. No one leaves this house."
I ruffle his hair, and then I push him away by his face again.
He falls on the floor, and he's like, "Ah, sacre bleu!" And he's on the floor as you exit the house. Boo is like now standing on the porch with you, and he's like, "Where are you going, Uncle Corn?"
I'm going to a funeral. They kind of suck. I don't think you want to come.
Ew. He goes in the house.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I lock the door and then I close it behind me.
The guy's on the floor going, oh. As you close and lock the door. And by the time you make it back to your town, by the time you make it back to your car, you have about 15 minutes to make it to this funeral. Well, by the time the funeral starts.
I'm just going right there.
Great. Phoebe, Anderson, are you getting your shit together enough to go to the funeral?
As much as he can. Yeah, he's driving over there.
Great.
Is there still like coffee all over the front seat?
Yes. Yep.
Great. Okay. You guys can open up the first picture.
Oh my god. Where is that? Where is it? Important?
Scroll.
Number 1.
Burger King foot lettuce.
You guys...
My god, this funeral is fucking packed.
Pull up. It is a cloudy day. And you can't see it in this picture. Sorry. But you know what is still very clearly visible? A giant-ass fucking red moon. Other moon, regular moon, it went away like normal. But giant red moon, still there. And you pull up to this funeral parlor, which is actually very conveniently right next to the biggest cemetery in town. And yeah, there are a shit ton of people here, like at least a couple hundred milling around outside, inside. There seems to be a lot of commotion and not a lot of movement, and it almost looks like no one's being allowed inside at the moment.
Are my friends here so I can not just be awkward?
Yeah, you see Phoebe pull in around the same time as you do.
All right, I go over to Phoebe and I say, "Is this an outdoor event?"
No, and she just like walks up, like she like kind of pushes through, not pushes through, but she like walks up to the church doors.
Phoebe, where are you going?
I'm going. It's cold or hot or something. I'm going in.
I run up to be with her, I guess.
Cornelius, as this is happening, you pull in and you get a spot that you think is like pretty close to the entrance as you see your two friends approaching. When you open the door to get out of your car, you are a significant distance away from where you thought you had parked. Like if you thought you parked near the entrance, you're at the end of the lot.
That's weird. I guess I'll walk. I begin my walk across the whole parking lot, which is much bigger, I guess, than I thought it was.
Yeah, you passed like at least a good like 60 other parking spots as you like somehow ended up at the very end of the lot. Very strange. And you make your way into this like giant mass of a crowd, people all around you, people you recognize, people you don't, chatting, and it just looks like no one is being allowed inside of this building. Phoebe, Anderson, you guys make your way kind of to the front, and the closer you get to the doors, the more crowded and less of a line it's become. And people are getting like antsy, and people are like looking at their watches, like what the fuck. and no one's being let in.
Phoebe like knocks on the door.
You hear, "Oh my god," and Henry Lane pokes his head out and goes, "For the last Phoebe, where's Cornelius? Is Anderson?
I know you.
Not really. Fuck off. Where's Cornelius?
Whoa! There's some spiciness happening. What?
He said, "You're the worst mayor.
Damn.
Get away from me."
Okay. Phoebe like Cornelius.
Cornelius is at the edge of the crowd, and he's looking up at the church, and then he gives
You
a
hear
little wave.
Henry go points at you, and he goes, "Hey, Cornelius, come here."
Okay.
And he starts waving you up to the front.
Excuse me.
And people are just like, "Can we come in and pay our respects? We've been out here for an hour." And Henry's like, "For the last time, we're experiencing an issue. But now we can resolve that. It's totally fine. Phoebe, Cornelius, I guess you, Guy, can you please come help me?"
Who the fuck are you?
You're Atticus's brother, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck you. Come on.
Whoa.
I enter the church.
Great, you guys go in. It's not a church, it's a funeral parlor.
I'm sorry.
You guys go into the funeral parlor, and Henry runs his hand through his hair, and he goes, "Do you know what the fuck is going on with Atticus?"
Oh. It's a lot.
Is she here?
Not anymore, she's not. She turned into a bird, kind of, and flew away. But not after she fucked up my mom's casket.
What?
Yeah, you want to say what? Come look what the fuck she did! And you guys walk over to, what looks like might have been at one point a lovely open casket, but it is now closed because, old lady legs are just sticking out of it at a 90-degree angle, like a video game clip. Like, she's just sticking out of it. Like, she, like, clipped through the casket. And he goes, "Yeah, Atticus came here pretty early, said that she wanted to, pay her respect. She was being really weird. She said she just wanted to investigate the container,
So my sister rolls up, says she wants to investigate a container. There's no red flags there? You just fucking let her investigate the container?
I spent 3.5 years with Atticus. I know how weird she is. I didn't think she was this magic."
Did you work at town hall?
Sandland.
Are you not her
Anderson
brother?
on the shoulder.
Yeah, I was trapped in the sandbox with your sister for 3.5 years. All of them.
When we were missing when you moved in.
She never mentioned you, is all.
Anyway.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Yeah,
though.
so, Atticus was pretty close with my mom for a while, so I was like, "Oh, sure, you want to come pay your respects and take a look at the casket? Okay, I don't know." And she, had a look-see, and then as she was leaving, I turn around and my mom is sticking through the casket like she's a video game character.
Yeah, that's weird.
And I go, and I'm like, "Atticus, what are you doing? What did you do to my mom?" And she's just like, "Oh, that actually wasn't me. Grew wings and flew away."
Can I pickpocket Anderson for his phone?
You just start like rummaging around in my
Sticking my hands in your pockets, like, "Don't mind me. I'm just gonna takes your phone." And I'm gonna call my phone.
Great. You call your phone. It rings a couple of times before you hear it does pick up, and you hear someone go, "Hello? Hello? How does this thing work?
Closer.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Hey. Good morning.
Who is this?
It's Cornelius. You know me. We talked yesterday.
Cornelius Miller. Yes, good morning. How are you this morning?
Good. You know who's not so good is the old lady whose legs are sticking through this casket that I am informed you visited this morning.
Oh, are you talking about the deceased body of Adelaide Lane? Yes, that is unfortunate what happened there. I will reiterate, as I told Henry Lane, that I was not the one who did that. I just came to ensure that nothing subversive was going on with the corpse. It's not. I left.
Okay, cool. Well, can you do me a favor and come back and fix it?
I can't fix it. I wasn't the one who broke it.
You phased through my house, and you want me to believe you can't put this old woman's legs back through the body.
Who's there?
Me,
Is-
Phoebe, Anderson, and Lady's son.
Lily Rivers isn't there, correct?
No, she's home with the daughters of her and Atticus.
Atticus has sons.
Children. There's so many kids in our extended family with their 2 infant.
Okay, yes, I can come back. I'm not that far anyway, I suppose. I do not invite Lily Rivers, please.
She's got children to take care of.
Okay, I'm going to hang up now. And they don't actually hang up.
I'll do it. I hang up.
Great. And Henry's like, what the fuck is happening?
Atticus is possessed.
What?
We're just disclosing that to everyone now, I guess.
He knows. He was literally put in a demonic, emulated pocket dimension by a fucking crazy ass dude. You think he doesn't know about magic?
I don't know the answer to that question.
What the okay, you know what? I don't care. My mom just died. I don't care. If Atticus can come back and get her to stop being a Skyrim character for 5 fucking minutes so I can let all these randos off the street come gawk at her, then sure, I don't give a fuck. But just like, and he walks away.
And Anderson try and fix the clip?
Yeah, you walk over. Go ahead and so you
what
can.
do I need to roll to fix?
You're gonna
the clip?
break this dead old woman's legs.
I want you to know it's not like she's sticking kind of through the through a gap. Her legs are clipping through the actual wood itself.
Oh, I know. He doesn't know what the fuck to do. He just wants to try and
make a strength check.
Okay. That sounds
I'm gonna
good.
while Anderson is strength checking, I'm reverse pickpocketing his phone back into his pocket.
Okay.
That's a hard success.
Great. You okay. With a hard success, Anderson.
Oh no.
You're like, we don't need Sammy Kiss for this. You grab the ankles and you start tugging. And with a hard success, you rip this woman's foot off.
I would like to reattach the foot, please. No, even better. I'll just open up the casket and put it in there.
Mm-hmm. Great, you do that. There's a.
And then actually, I would like to now position myself in front of the legs and stand very tall, back straight, and pretend like nothing happened.
You look slightly to your right, and there is a young woman who looks strikingly similar to Henry staring at you.
Hello.
Hi there! What did you just do to my grandma?
Oh boy. Talk about your demonic possessions. Hello, child.
It's my voice! It just sounds like this!
Are you in your 20s?
Yeah, I'm 22!
Oh, it's Dandara, the Squeakle. Hey.
Hi, Cornelius, how are you? Thanks for coming to my grandma's funeral!
How have you been?
Not great, my grandma died!
Yeah, no, that sucks. Was your brother here?
Oh yeah, hold on a second! She goes, oh man, what the fuck was his name? I forgot. It was
Ditchard.
Ditchard.
Ditchard! Ditchard, come here! And Ditchard comes and he goes, hello! Oh, hi, Cornelius! Oh, is that Phoebe? Hi, Phoebe.
Hey guys.
Thanks for coming!
You guys should.
And Dandara goes, yeah, that man just ripped Grandma's foot off! And
that was the...
Ditchard goes,
No.
not Grandma's foot! That was my favorite one!
Oh, hey, look, it's Samicus.
Yeah,
You guys,
Sammy
you should
actually...
go comfort your dad and not mention this. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Ditchard's like, okay, and walks off, and Dandara the Squeakle is like, I don't trust you! And continues sitting there. And Sammy walks in and goes, hello, oh, hi, hello.
Sammy,
Hi.
you can't... This is very unreligious, okay? This is come on, you can't take people's legs and force them through reality itself.
Oh, see, Sammy didn't do that. Sammy's just here to fix it.
Then who did, Sammy?
I wink very blatantly at Anderson like a...
Sammy Kissel is wiping more of those gray tears from her eyes, and she goes, I'm sorry. It's been weird. I'm sorry. Hold on. And sort of roughly pushes you out of the way, Anderson. And goes, oh, God. And then grabs the legs and phases them right back through. And then opens the casket, but then the legs are just sticking out of the casket and phased it like right through the ground. Sammy's like, oh, why are mortals so physical?
No, you take the leg just needs to bend it.
Just gotta straighten it out.
Hold on.
Straighten it out.
They grab by the ankles that still exist, and sort of like lift Grandma all the way up. Her arms are like flailing, and then she starts like clipping really fast. And Sammy gives her one good like shake, and she just freezes. And then he lays her down back into the casket, and she's like all clipped and like hard and like, or not hard, like stiff like this, and Sammy's like, okay, all right, cleans off more of those gray tears and is like,
can I fix the arms, or are they also clipped through stuff?
They're not clipped, they're now just like really like stiff as a board, like what's the word, but like you can like back into the coffin if you want to try it.
Okay. I'll do that. Where am I gonna make a strength check for that?
Sammy,
yes, go ahead and make a strength check. Anderson, what?
Who did this?
Who did what?
Who clipped the legs through the coffin?
No one did it on purpose, Anderson Rivers.
Don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say on purpose. I said, who did this?
If you let me finish, if no one did this. This is just an after effect.
Of what?
If I just let you talk to Atticus for 5 minutes, will you just get off my back?
You can just do that?
Yeah. I'm so tired. She's been screaming all night, ever since yesterday.
Yeah, crazy, right?
I can't deal with this right now. Nothing is working. So if I just let you guys talk to her for 5 minutes, will you just leave me alone?
Yes.
Maybe.
Can I roll fast talk?
Yeah.
I got an extreme success, by the way.
Great. You go to crack Grandma's arms back into the coffin, and they actually slide in with ease, and you manage to sort of rectify her until she looks peaceful and normal dead again. And I'll even say with a hard success, you manage to shove her foot back on in a somewhat believable fashion.
Excellent. I'm closing the bottom half of the casket anyway.
Great. What did you get, Anderson?
I passed.
Okay. Sammy is just like, okay, all right. Nothing about me, and I don't care. And with that, that stark blue light again just like fades out, and Atticus kind of like wobbles for a second, blinks, and looks around, and is like, "Hello,
hey,
hi." Oh my god, it worked!
Hey.
Holy fuck! And she gives Anderson, she gives you a big hug, and she like grabs you, Cornelius, she gives you a big kiss, and she's like, Phoebe! Gives you a big hug too, and she's like, oh my god, this is the worst experience of my fucking life.
Atticus,
Yeah, no, I believe that.
What happened?
1 minute I'm getting ready for bed, and the next thing I know, it's the most bizarre. It is the most bizarre experience. I'm me. I can see, I can think, I can feel, but I have no control over my actions. I'm also, it's like blinking in and out of reality, and I don't remember things, but I also do, and it's Sammy, this thing is in my head constantly. And
yeah, the angel.
Yeah, the angel.
Okay, so do you remember what happened here? Do you remember the legs?
Oh yeah. No, again, that was not actually Sammy. She
That's what?
closes her fists and then opens them and goes, I can't tell you.
What do you mean you can't tell us?
Anderson, I got it. Here, you know, sometimes when you guys have a problem that you don't really have a great solution for, that you can't exactly see, it might help to look up. And sometimes the answer is right in front of your face. But
Look up? Is there anything up there?
the ceiling.
I squint.
Atticus looks so sad. I only have a few minutes. She's still there, and he's still listening. I can't really talk about a lot.
But and Anderson's gonna use his mind powers, and he's gonna be like, "What about here?"
And you hear Sammy's voice, not Atticus's voice, which is what you've been hearing, even come out of Atticus's mouth as Sammy. The first time, Anderson, you hear this deep, booming voice in your head, and he says, "Hello, Anderson Rivers. Did you know memories work 2 ways?"
I turn to the others and I say, "Hang on a second, I gotta take this." And I go to the other side of the casket and I say, "Hello?"
Atticus is looks like this next to you, Cornelius, and she goes, "He's really fucking dumb." And Anderson, in your mind, you hear again this deep voice go, "I thought I asked you to stay out of our mind."
Sammy?
Yes. Did you think that tapping into your sister's mind would still omit me from accessing it?
No, I didn't. I just wasn't sure if it was like a verbal acknowledgement and it could be mentally communicated. Why is your voice so deep now?
Because this is my voice.
It's very sensual. Have you considered ASMR?
I don't know what that is, Anderson Rivers.
You have a phone. You can Google it.
Let's Google.
We don't have time for this. Anyway, well, I turn back to Atticus.
While they're right before Anderson turns back, Sammy is maybe potentially distracted with having a mind conversation with Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
To Atticus, I say, praying?
Praying? You know, some people pray to the moon. And then she's like holding her forehead and she's like, ow, this is weird. Anyway, yeah, try praying. There's a lot of stuff up there.
Okay, excellent, awesome, thanks. I give her a little pat on the back hug.
She gives you a big squeeze and she's like, please help me.
We're working on it.
And as she steps back, she goes, okay, well, Sammy says that's it. So I guess getting repossessed. So don't let me get around my kids. Don't let me around my wife. And last thing, if it looks really bad, just kill me. I don't even care. Just kill me. And
no,
then
we're not going to do that one.
And with that last bit, her eyes flash back to blue, blink a little bit. She shakes her head and she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, are you satisfied?"
No, you won't tell us what's going on.
It's bad enough that Atticus Rivers not only knows the true extent of everything, because as I said, memories go 2 ways. I don't need her judgment on top of yours. You're humans. You will not understand the nuances of why I have come here, what I am doing, and the actions we took to do it.
Well, then surely our judgment shouldn't matter, right?
It doesn't. But I don't... Pardon?
Us. Who cares? We're humans. We don't need to understand the complexities of it all. It doesn't matter to you. It shouldn't matter to us.
It does. I am constantly now reminded that it matters to this body, this mind. It's not mine. It's hers.
Yeah,
I have
okay. That's fine. That's fine. Thanks for the legs. Be on your way.
Looks at you, Anderson, with this half crooked, almost like tired smile, and she goes, "For luck." And then they walk out.
Hey, real quick, what do you think you'll be doing in like 4 hours?
Sammy's just like, I will probably be downtown, again, working on my project.
Okay, cool. Have fun. Stay safe.
Okay, and they leave.
I turn to Phoebe and I say, Phoebe, climb up on my shoulders. Atticus told us there's a secret on the ceiling.
Stop.
That's not safe, and that's not
Praying.
also what she was saying.
She literally
Praying?
said, try praying.
Praying to what?
I don't know, the moon or something?
Like
Say
like the-
flew in on the extra moon.
Do we know that?
Like, kind of. I think Fate said something that, like, was adjacent to that or something. I don't know. I'm gonna try praying to the fake moon.
Henry
Okay,
comes back at
Henry.
this point, and he's like, "Oh, you fixed it! Oh, thank God! Oh my God! I'm so sorry for yelling at you guys. Thank you so much."
Yeah,
You know,
no worries.
like,
We're gonna
it's-
go say a few prayers, I guess.
Okay.
Outside.
Oh, okay, cool. Bye-bye. And he wanders off, and he throws the doors open. He's like, "Oh, we fixed it! You can come say goodbye to my dead mom." And then a bunch of people just...
Dabbing? is Henry dabbing?
he dabs as he points.
While Henry's dabbing to the crowd real quick, I'm gonna go up to the coffin and press F to pay my respects before we leave.
Okay, you press F to pay your respects. And as you're doing so, you feel a little tap on your shoulder.
I look.
You look up, and it is Adelaide. Not the old lady Adelaide, but that young Adelaide you met in the red velvet. And she smiles at you, and she goes, "What are you doing?"
Paying my respects to the dead? What are you doing?
"Spying. Who else can attend their own fucking funeral?"
Okay.
"Scooch over." And she squats
Okay.
next to you.
I scoot over.
She's like, "I told Henry I was a cousin. He didn't even look at me."
That's hysterical. So, what are you doing here? Why are you here?
"Oh, I can't go anywhere else, so I'm here. And fate didn't tell me I couldn't come to my own funeral, so I came."
Okay. Alright.
"Yeah, sorry, I was supposed to go to heaven, and then they said I was too demon for heaven, and then hell won't let me in because I don't meet the requirements, so I'm stuck here."
Okay. Well, that sucks. Sorry about that. The red velvet's pretty cool, I guess.
"Oh, it's fine. I already won like $4 million at the Red Velvet last night. I don't really know what to do with it."
They've got like a gift shop, I think.
Ooh, I know, but I don't have a house to take those gifts to. I'm just
start throwing them at the bartender. What's he gonna do? Kick you out?
There is no bartender right now, but I mean,
When he's back.
When he's back. I was thinking, do you think my family would notice if I just sort of like haunted their house corporally?
I mean, if they did, like, you know, what are they gonna do? Exercise you? That would be rude.
You're correct. I'm
How
sorry.
do you feel about bullying your own son?
No, I'm not bullying. I just think it's a fun prank because he's all up in a tizzy and I have no idea why.
Did you see the legs? You didn't see the legs, did you?
Oh, that. I did see that.
Yeah, no, I think that's probably like a main factor.
Oh, you should see what else is going on in town.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you do.
I don't actually. What the fuck does that mean?
Oh, I mean, everything is like... I don't know what it is, but I walked here. Very lovely walk, by the way. Reality's kind of breaking down a little bit. You should go see my headstone out back.
What do you mean by breaking down?
She laughs. She goes, "You should go see my headstone out back."
I stand nervously. I'll be right back, I say as I power walk outside.
Yeah, you guys go out back. Anderson, you wander out back. This is number 2. You guys can switch to number 2. Anderson, you're just kind of wandering around to escape the weirdness of all of this. Outside, there's a headstone. It's huge. It's fucking massive. It is, like, taller than the building. And there's also a lot of people out in the back area, too, paying their respects and also being very confused by the headstone. And there's a man next to it who's saying, "Please do not touch the comically large headstone. We don't know why it's this big, but please don't touch it."
She's a patron of the arts. It's an art piece. Stop gawking.
Someone's just like, "It's because she's really important." And someone goes, "Yeah!"
Yeah, fucking, I look for my friends.
Cornelius and Phoebe, are you also outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys all wander out in the back area. Yeah, there's just this, it is absolutely fucking massive headstone.
Hey, so how do you pray to the moon?
Like,
Do you guys know any moon prayers?
what the fuck, dude? Like, have you never prayed before?
Well, the mob, they wanted me to be Catholic, and I followed that for a while. It didn't really stick.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, just do that, but I guess address it to the red moon thing. That's what I was gonna do.
Yeah, sure. Okay, hold on. And Anderson gets on his knees and holds his hands up.
Okay,
He says,
before you do, switch to image 4, and then do this.
okay. Well, you might not... What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Okay, cool. Anderson gets on his knees, and he says, so I killed a few people. This was like when I was like 12. So I killed a few people, and I've been told to repent for those sins. Their names were John McFartman and Carol, the caroling person. And I think there were a few more. Those weren't really on me, but I'm still sorry about that. Love you. Kisses. Okay. And I turn back to Cornelius.
Cornelius has been grimacing at you the entire time.
Yeah, Anderson is also like grimacing. I look up at the moon.
It's very red. It's very moon-shaped. Nothing's really happening. But
all you guys.
As you guys look down over the cemetery, there's other headstones that are like way bigger than they probably should be, but nothing like what Adelaide's is.
Okay.
Phoebe, do you want to try?
I'm not like super like I don't know. Sure. She like gets down. She like starts to get down on her knees. Then she's like, "No, that's gross. I'm not doing that. That's no." And then she like puts her hands together and closes her eyes, and she's like, "Dear Moon, thank you for this meal. We enjoy it very much. We love to crunch and munch a bunch on this tasty lunch. Amen."
Amen. That was a good one.
Amen.
Thank you.
Actually, right as you say amen, Phoebe, your phone buzzes.
A call or a text?
A notification.
God.
From Moon.
It's the moon. It's my moon app.
It's actually your news app. And it's not like the regular news app. It's your like your cryptic news apps. Specifically Mason and Mango's webpage. You get an alert that they've posted a new story titled The Angel of New Sinzaba.
Oh,
It's called
no.
The Moon.
And go ahead and switch over to...
This is like one of those like choose your own adventure books where it's like, now you can go to the 4th page and look at image number 3.
Go ahead and open page number 5, or image number 5.
Ah,
Oh.
looks good.
And
Wow.
that is where we'll end things for the night.
Our moon
Wow.
prayers. Sorry, Will,
Someone
you're gonna have
remind
to do
me.
the moon
Someone
prayers
remind me to
next
pray
week.
to the moon next week.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pray to the moon next week.
Pray to
Yo,
the moon next week.
I'm gonna write that down on my notes because
pray to
I
the moon
just
next week?
remembered that I have notes for
That's great.
this arc. Like the questions for Sammy that I have written down that I didn't ask when we were talking to Sammy.
Thank you to legendary patrons Mango, Amanda Krondar, Morgan Woolbrant, Emilyn Laderna, and Smarties for their continued support of the show. Support us at patreon.com/tincast and get thanked every week or get lots of other cool bonuses. We'll be back next Monday. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, drink lots of water. Have a wonderful week. We love you guys. Bye.